All right, welcome back. Following last night's movement, we know earthquakes can happen at any time in any place, so it's important to be prepared when the next one hits.
That's right. Joining us in studio to explain more is Genevieve Keys with the Utah Division of Emergency Management. Genevieve, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Of course.
So we just had that 3.9 magnitude earthquake last night. Talk to us about it. Does it have any connection with the Wasatch Fault?
Yes, it does. So most Utahns are at risk to an earthquake here in Utah. And these things happen all of the time. So they're happening right now underneath our feet. It's just usually the ones that are not big enough to get our attention aren't really newsworthy.
Right. So when these ones are a little bit bigger and us locals can feel them here, it might spark a little bit of concern, right? We might get a little bit nervous. How can we cope with dealing with something like this and maybe not stressing out for something that could be bigger down the road?
Definitely, yes. I would say it is a little unsettling. I saw Facebook this morning explode with some comments about the earthquake. So it's important to always be prepared. This is a really good reminder that we want to stay prepared really for anything. But for earthquakes, we want to think about making a plan, getting a kit, and then practicing drop, cover, and hold on. Okay. And we want to have a communications plan. One thing people don't think about is finding an out-of-state contact to call, because if all of your contacts are in the state and there is something catastrophic like a big earthquake, you won't be able to connect with anyone.
Right. Okay, and you talked about having a kit. What should be in that for people to be prepared?
Yeah, so the basics, we call it like a 72-hour kit. So food, clothing. You can find out more information on bereadyutah.gov. We have a ton of information about that. There are so many levels of preparedness you can be. So you just want to start with that 72 hours.
I have a question for you. So, and this is something I think about a lot. So if say you live in a building that, say you're up on like the 9th, 10th, 20th, 30th floor. We have some high rises here downtown in Salt Lake City. Yeah. Is there any tips for, say, me or people out there like that? Like, okay, hey, earthquake just hit. Like, am I supposed to take the elevator and get down as quick as I can? Should I run out of here? You know, like, what's the best option there? Or what should we do?
So we don't want you to start running because the earth starts. Yes, and that a lot of people have that reaction. We don't want you to start running because we want to avoid the risk of falling, injuries from falling. Okay. So we want to have already found the safe places that we can drop, cover, and hold on. And we just practiced that with the Great Utah Shakeout on April 17th.
So your message would be just to do that in your place, no matter what floor you're on. Drop.
And practice.
Cover, hold on. What was it again? Say it one more time.
Drop. Cover. Hold on.
Hold on. Okay.
Got it. That's good for us because Matt and I were just talking recently about how when we were younger, we were both just out, like without our parents or anything like that, and an earthquake hit, and we both just like sat there.
A couple years ago.
Because we just didn't know. Well, mine wasn't a little.
Yeah, and I had never been through one before, so I didn't know what to do. I was like, am I fine?
I think that was a great reaction.
So good. Those are easy steps to remember for sure.
Okay. Perfect. For more information, where should people go?
bereadyutah.gov.
Okay.
Be ready. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for joining us. Hopefully we don't have to deal with one anytime here soon.
Yeah.